Well, Shine, thank you very much for taking the time to come and talk to us this evening.
My pleasure.
Well, could you please introduce yourself?
Yep, my name is 샤인킴 and I'm a certified personal trainer here in Busan.
Wonderful, wonderful. And what kind of sports do you teach?
I offer strength training mostly, or functional training in a group setting, or recently I gave birth to my beautiful son.
Oh,
so
congratulations.
Thank you. I also do pre-postnatal training.
Okay.
And also some Zumba fitness dance for fun.
May I ask what your son's name is?
Logan Cruz.
Oh, Logan Cruz. All right.
That's a cool name.
That's a very good name.
Thank
yeah,
you.
well, congratulations again. So you do pre and postnatal training and Zumba dance fitness. All right. And what sports do you enjoy doing?
Well, I personally enjoy free weight strength training in a group.
Yeah.
I prefer in a group.
Right.
And also jogging with my friends and also social dancing like salsa.
Oh, okay. So specifically the salsa. You enjoy that one as well. Now, when did you start exercising professionally?
I got certified as a personal trainer back in 2009 when I was studying in the States. So it's been about 8 years so far.
8 years. All right, all right. Jesse, do you ever get into fitness and jogging and stuff?
Last year I did personal training for a year.
Okay,
Wow.
very cool.
Yeah, but then it all went to zero as I stopped.
Well,
Stopped exercising at all.
that's a good point I wanted to make as well, Shine, is that I used to lift weights. I right before I came here and into when I landed and arrived here, I was working out. I was making great progress. I know about weightlifting. I know how to do it. But it's like Jesse, it kind of declined. But because exercise always goes in the top 5 list of people's New Year's resolutions, right?
Of course.
But it seems that not many people keep it up until the end of the year. It seems, from what I've heard, it's about maybe March, April, the gyms kind of empty out a little bit more. So can you help us to set realistic goals and to make plans possible to continuously be passionate about and interested in exercising?
Yep. So my first and foremost advice is to make only one resolution
Okay.
regarding health and fitness.
Yeah.
So your chances of success are greater this way, and your achievement will push you forward for more. So even if it seems small, just start small. So but please avoid previous resolution that you failed already.
Oh, okay. So if you fail, don't do it again.
Yeah, like if you failed on losing let's say 10 kilograms.
Yeah.
Then don't set that as a goal again.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think failure is a kind of a habit in terms
Sure.
of health and fitness.
Okay.
You kind of fall into this failure cycle.
Okay.
So,
All right.
and dealing to revisit past resolution tends to set you up for frustration and disappointment.
Yeah.
So instead, set a new goal that is simple and specific. So
Okay.
for example, like running a half marathon by September,
Ah, okay.
something like that. Or dropping body fat percentage to 20% by June.
So you can kind of set a goal for yourself that will take time to accomplish?
Well, either way, either short term or a longer term,
Okay.
set a timeline and make a very specific and simple goal.
Okay.
So for me, I want to run a 10K race by April.
Okay.
So it's kind of a shorter term, but then since I gave birth recently, this is a little bit of challenge for me.
Sure.
So I will start small, and then once I achieve that goal, I will set a new goal.
Okay. Right.
And also, once you set this goal, break it into smaller goals that are measurable and time-based.
Okay.
So let's say you set a goal to run a half marathon by September, then start running 10K this month, and then maybe 12K in February,
Okay.
14K in March.
Okay.
Start adding up,
Sure.
and then by September you'll be ready.
I see. I see.
So starting from small steps.
Yeah, small steps. And then
Yeah.
once you choose your resolution and set smaller goals, tell your friends and families about them so you're kept accountable and you're more likely to get support and want to avoid failure.
Sure, I guess because if you don't tell anyone about it and you quit, no one's going to know you were ever doing it.
So
Yeah.
if you really want to take the extra step, post them on your Facebook or Instagram and hashtag #ShineKidFitness or BFM Inside Out Busan.
Yeah.
So you can be part of a bigger community to cheer you up to success.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. And actually, when I was most successful in my working out, I had an app on my phone
that helps a lot.
Yeah, it does, and it was a community of people who were trying to get fit, but it also made it like almost like a Dungeons and Dragons game. So you know what that is? So you're like a character and you have to level up and go on quests and missions, but instead of go slay the dragon, it would be go work out for an hour, and it would still be the same kind of thing. But as you said, with social media and being a part of a bigger community, I succeeded.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I've already posted up on my Facebook
Yeah.
about my 30 push-ups in long time ago. I'm like, I'm going to do this by April
Right.
with the 10K marathon.
Wow.
Cool.
30 push-ups every day.
Yeah. And then since I'm a personal trainer, I don't want to fail, right?
Yeah.
In front of everyone. So I will start doing my exercises.
Okay, excellent. Now, is there any information that people think about wrongly, I suppose, in terms of exercising? For example, some people try to lose weight by skipping meals. I know that's one that's kind of debunked a little bit.
Well, like for me, one of the misleading thoughts that bugs me so much is that people think losing weight is a way to get in a better shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So losing weight equals better shape.
Yep.
But it's not. So they focus on the number on the scale. But depending on where you are, you may even gain weight by putting on muscle weight while losing body fat, which is
Right.
a good thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you think there's a thought that being kind of like big, unhealthy, skinny, healthy? Do you think that's a thought that people have?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Especially Korean people. They think losing weight is the biggest deal.
Right.
Yeah,
But
but it
it's
doesn't
not.
have to be. Like, for example, when I started exercising after like a long break,
Yeah.
I measured myself weekly, and then I actually slowly put on weight.
Huh.
But at the same time, I was losing body fat percentage. That
Yeah.
means I was gaining muscle weight.
Right.
Yeah.
So if I
right.
just focus on the scale on the number, a number on the scale, I would be like, oh my goodness, I'm adding on weight. But then actually I was getting in better shape and becoming healthier.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
And
good.
especially women tends to do this a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So women out there, do not focus on the number,
Yeah.
but focus on exercising and eating healthy.
Yeah. Yeah, Jesse, go ahead.
I have a question. So, lots of my friends, when they're losing their weight, when they try to lose their weight, they don't eat, but they skip a lot of their meals. Do you think it's bad way to go on a diet?
Of course. I think skipping meals to lose weight is the worst thing you can do. So eating regularly keeps your base metabolic rate high,
Right.
and that helps burning fat as a result.
Okay.
So I say eat to burn fat. So you eat a small amount regularly, so your body is like on the go, burning all the time.
Right.
And
It's
you know,
working.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
and my one of my friends tends to just skip meals and then eat a lot at once.
Right. Right.
And that way your metabolic rate slows down,
Yeah.
and then your body tends to preserve fat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you might even eat more that way, right?
Yeah.
Because you're so hungry, you might actually just eat
And
more.
you tend to choose whatever you want to eat.
Yeah.
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 In fact, I have another question. When I was working out, I used to eat. So my trainer, he told me not to eat a lot of carbon. So
Carbohydrates?
Carbohydrates.
Carbs? Yeah.
Yeah. So he rather advised me to eat salads. So I ate. The problem was I only ate salads, but I ate a lot of salads. So for example, like a pack of tomatoes and
Yeah.
like 3 eggs and like a lot of salad dressings on with lots of like vegetables.
Yeah.
So would that be not helpful at all as well?
Well, in a shorter term, that may help you lose weight,
Yeah.
but then you cannot live like that forever.
Right.
So you have to think a little bit of longer term as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you have to lose weight like in certain time.
Yeah.
So you mean eating lots of vegetables is fine?
It's fine,
Oh,
but
okay.
then it's not realistic to keep it for a long time.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Now, for office workers, it's not easy to exercise regularly, but is there any way that office workers can keep track of exercising without going to a gym?
Of course, in this timing, yes, home training with YouTube videos can help a lot.
Yeah.
Like I have a YouTube channel, especially for pregnant women, to exercise at home. And there are thousands of other YouTube creators that offer great workout resources. So find one you like and give yourself about 15 to 30 minutes a day to follow a short workout video before or after work.
How can people find your video? Your videos, your channel?
You search 샤인킴 임산부 운동
Okay.
or 샤인킴 prenatal fitness.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
then
they'll
I'll
find
come
your
up.
channel there. Okay.
And then it's for pregnant women, but you can start even if you're not pregnant. Like this exercise is not like yoga, you know, this
Right.
is actual like strength exercise.
Okay.
So yeah, you can find me on YouTube
Right.
or even thousands of other YouTubers too.
Right. So even though I'm not pregnant and likely never will be, I can still do it. I can
Sure.
still benefit from it.
I've guaranteed that it'll be a little hard.
Oh, okay.
Even if you're not exercising right now and then you start doing them,
Yeah.
it'll be not that easy.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, that'll be interesting. I'd like to try it actually. Now, I do want to ask you about some a routine that you have, but if our listeners want to start exercising, how can they start? So, can you share with us some tips that they can follow?
Sure. Like my first tip is start today.
Oh,
I said today, now. Just give yourself 5 to 10 minutes to stretch your body and you're halfway on the go because 시작이 what?
반이다.
반. Yes. Because once you start, the momentum will push you forward.
right.
So, and tomorrow, find a 15-minute workout video and follow it through. And just do not start big by signing up for gym or
Yeah.
you know.
See, that's the thing. I hadn't worked out for about a year, and I went and I signed up for a 3-month gym membership, and I went for about 3 weeks.
Oh,
And
that's
I
for a long time.
Well, I just kind of thought, you know what? I can't do this.
yeah.
My mom, she signed up for an year.
Oh,
But then she
yeah.
did only a month.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
boy.
donating to a
Yeah.
gym.
Yeah, right.
So
right,
start small, and then
Yeah.
you know failure is not an option. Just like I said, because it becomes a habit to fail once you fail. So start small and do a little more every day.
Right, so I've got to get out of my cycle of failure, is what you're saying.
So today, what you can do is 5-minute full body routine. Just 5 minutes.
Okay.
It sounds really easy, but it's not that easy.
So can you tell us about some simple gestures that we can do in this 5-minute full body routine?
Okay, so
Yeah.
first, 1-minute stretching. So stretch your arms above your head. 기지개 쭉.
Okay, all right, we're all doing it.
Yep.
Okay,
And put your hand on your shoulder.
yeah.
And draw big circle with your elbow.
Okay, I'll draw. Oh, okay. I do
Big
have a little bit
circle.
of room. Okay, we're all doing these stretches.
Yeah, this will like open your shoulder, open your posture,
Okay.
and stretch your upper body.
All right.
And now you feel warmed up.
Yeah.
And next minute, you
Yeah.
do some body weight squat.
Okay.
Oh,
So
squat.
you
I
stand
like
on your
squats.
feet,
Yeah.
your feet shoulder width apart, and go on a squat.
Right.
Maybe for a minute you will be able to do about 25 to 30
Okay.
squats.
At my height with weights, with actual weights, I was squatting with a barbell on my shoulders at about 82 kilos.
That's quite heavy.
Yeah, I was actually doing that, and I was doing that like 3 sets of 8 repetitions. You know, I was doing that quite well. So now I've got to do it. Just try to
Just
get
body
back.
weight.
Just
Yeah.
body weight.
Yeah, about
Okay.
25 to 30
Yeah.
squats. And the next minute, you do some body weight push-ups. If you can't do real push-ups, then do knee push-ups.
Okay.
And next minute, you do some plank. If you can do 1 minute full plank, that's great. If you can't, you can start with maybe about 20 seconds.
Okay.
And lastly, you do some 1 minute, some leg stretching, like hamstring stretching.
Okay.
And that'll make up 5-minute full body routine.
All right. And you should do this every day, twice a day? How many times a day would you recommend doing this?
So you do this today, and maybe 2 days later, again,
Okay.
maybe 2 to 3 times a week.
Okay.
Start small, like I
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
and then if you feel like this is too easy, then start adding.
Okay. All right. So eventually you could do this once a day, maybe even twice a day, if you get up to that level.
Sure.
Okay. And maybe do even more. And yeah.
Like an hour a day, every day.
Instead of 5 minutes every day for the rest of my life. Yes. Okay. All right. Well, very, very helpful. Very helpful indeed. Do you have any last words you'd like to say?
Well,
Any comments or, hellos to anyone? Or
hellos to my clients
yeah.
and then my followers on YouTube and Instagram. I have been off for like about 7 weeks so far since I gave birth, but I will be back in March.
Cool.
And yeah, so start looking forward to exercising again with me. And yeah, I can't wait to start going back to work.
All right. Excellent. Great. Well, congratulations again on your baby boy.
Thank you.
And thank you very much for being here.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right. Big thanks to 샤인킴 who...
When up the clock struck 1. Bang, bang. Hickory, dickory, dock, tick-tock.